Today, we're doing a 1-year review of the Nova B5R. And as you can see, there's a bunch of parts laid out in front of me, so you can probably tell it hasn't been entirely peachy. Now let's start from the very beginning. That first video you guys saw on this engine was completely real. I got home from work, I got the package, I opened it up, I was super excited. You guys even did say that, oh, you guys were way too nice on that engine, blah, blah, blah. Well, my main intention on that video to share positivity and to get the word out that there's a new engine manufacturer in town. It's not every day that a new engine manufacturer starts up from nowhere. Italian-made, good quality engines, nevertheless. But what I did say in that video was true. I did feel that the quality of this engine was really, really good. But then it's when I started to run the engine is when the problems slowly started to occur. Luckily, Aiming Hobbies and Nova themselves took care of me. So I started breaking the engine in. You guys did see the first start video of that engine. It was a little difficult to start. The main problem, I think, was my starter box wasn't up to snuff. This Nova B5R is really, really tight out of the box. I finally got the engine running. It ran pretty good, but then obviously when the engine starts to break in, the tune changes. I go to adjust the needles, and first problem happens. I start turning on the high-speed needle, and the seal on the high-speed needle splits. Tears apart. I'm pissed off. Brand new engine, first day running it. So I got a hold of Nova, and they sent me over to A-Main, who just started distributing Nova products at the time. They took care of me. They sent me two high-speed needle assemblies, probably meaning that there's a problem with them. They even said, oh no, that's not normal, that shouldn't happen, we'll take care of you, blah blah blah. So I wait 2 weeks, put another high-speed needle with O-rings on it. Same thing, splits again. What the hell? I notice in the high-speed needle housing that there's a step inside the housing. I didn't think that was normal. I had another carburetor laying around, took the high-speed needle apart into the housing. There's no step here. It's a smooth transition. Email Nova. No, that's normal. Oh, it's normal, eh? Great. So I take my second high-speed needle I got, put a bunch of O-ring lube on the O-ring. Luckily, if one of the O-rings does split on this, they do include 2 O-rings. So even if one goes, you still have a second one. So anyways, I put some lube on the O-ring, put it in. It's mint for a good while. Notice how I say good while. It's good for a bit. While I have the carburetor off, I noticed that there's some DLC missing off the crankshaft. The main crank barrel in here is missing the DLC coating. So I email Nova. Yeah, it's normal. Oh, great. Everything's normal, eh? So anyways, the next time I go out with it, I finish the break-in, I notice that it starts running funny. I bring it in. I don't shut it off. I just have a look at it. I notice that fuel is bubbling around the glow plug. Great. Email Nova again. Oh, so sorry about that. Send me over to A-Main again. A-Main sends me a free button head. And so another couple weeks go by. Nova sends me a new button head. I do have an old video about it. I am going to take some clips of that video and put it in this video. So this is the original head. Fits on the engine really tight. This is the head I just took out of the package. So you can see here. You can see it looks like there's a misprint on the head. And this new head doesn't fit tight at all. So it's the next day. Late last night, I sent Nova an email about this, and supposedly it's normal. Like I was saying earlier, everything's normal. I'll show you the email, but basically what they said is when they made these heads, they made them specifically for that matched sleeve or engine. So with the replacement parts, they made them slightly looser, I guess, so they'll work with every engine. If I believe that, I don't know. I also mentioned this misprint here. They didn't say a single thing about it, so I don't know. But they do say it's normal, so I guess we'll try it. If it leaks, I'm gonna be pissed. So I put the new button head on, and it runs just as bad as ever. Can barely tune it. The thing flames out all the time. Was real happy with it, as you could imagine. So I emailed Nova a video of the engine, and they gave me a couple pointers. They said that my clutching was too light, and I can't remember exactly what they told me at the time. I think they told me to try their pipe setup or something like that. So anyways, I buy their pipe setup. You can see here I got the 2182 with the 190-4001. I slap all that on, and I don't know what the hell happened, but this thing woke up. Really likes their pipes. That's the only thing I can think that made it run different. No idea. Before I was running off an 086 on it. It ran okay. But like I said, I put low C silver springs in it, all 4 shoes. So despite a bunch of these problems I've had with it, honestly, the performance makes up for it. This engine is very powerful. I am very impressed with the performance. And do keep in mind that this is a first run engine. Honestly, I'm probably one of the first people who ever got one of these. So they were a brand new company starting up. This company's supposed to be obsessed with quality, but there was a few issues in the very beginning getting this engine going. But after we moved forward past these issues, man, this thing is awesome. And Nova themselves have come so far in a year's time. They have excellent customer support. They have excellent part support. And these engines themselves have come quite a long way in such a small time. The newer runs of these engines don't even look the same, so they've obviously made tons of improvements, which is very satisfying. I'm very happy with that. Oh, and speaking of this pipe, funny story, back to quality. I got this header. The pipe was fine, but I got this header, and it had a pinhole in it. So got a hold of Nova, and they sent me another manifold free charge. So I've been running this engine a bit, and it performs pretty well. Good enough that I thought maybe I'll try their pipe and see how their pipe goes. So you look at it, I mean, looks like a pretty good pipe. You know, it's got a nice thick heavy stinger on it. It's definitely not a bad looking pipe. I go to put it on, and You forgot the set screw. How am I supposed to put this on without a set screw? So that's kind of annoying. And then I get this pipe together, I put this manifold on, and for whatever reason I happen to have a little gander, and then look at that. If you look right here, just above my thumbnail, hey, look at that. There's a pinhole in the manifold. I can't even seem to make a pipe assembly that has no issues. It's stupid little issues like this that turn people off, piss people off. Like, now what am I supposed to do with this? I got a defective product. Luckily, I contacted Amy and Hobbies. They're sending me a set screw, and they're sending me another manifold. But some people, that would piss some people right off. That would make some people, you know, not want to buy the product anymore. So, Nova, if you're watching this, just take this as constructive criticism. Like I said, it's a good product, but it's just the little things you gotta look at. So anyways, I run this engine for a while. I put probably a gallon and a half, maybe 2 gallons through this thing. It's still got like stupid pinch. Actually, the last time I was out with it, I shut it off and I put it to TDC. I get it locked up there, and it's got some play. So I got a new rod for it, and I've got some updated seals for the carburetor. Hopefully that'll solve my issue with the carbo ring splitting. It's kind of funny, the last time I had this thing out, I went to give it a little tune, and I split another O-ring. So that's fantastic. Hopefully with all these updated parts, it'll make this thing tip-top again. Tell you what, we're going to take it apart right now. We're going to change this rod and rebuild the carburetor. Let's do it. See, that piston looks pretty good, looks pretty perfect. Let's give it a wipe. A little bit of dirt in the engine. There, look at that. That piston's in perfect condition. Beautiful. Beautiful shape. Very nice. Let's wipe the sleeve, have another look. Oh, quite a bit of dirt. Check this out. Look at the pinch it's got. It's still got tons. Holy crap, why use wrist pin clips? I can't even get the wrist pin out. There we go, Nova's tight tolerances again. Can't even get the wrist pin out. And I gotta replace the wrist pin, or sorry, the rod, because you can hear closely. It's not gonna make it now. You can hear there's some play there.